read the last chapter of this first unit, reproductive health. So what is reproductive health? According to WHO, World Health Organization, reproductive health means the total well-being in all the aspects of reproduction. And what are those aspects? They are physical aspects, emotional, social, and behavioral. So in all these aspects, one has to be reproductively fit, and only we can say that an individual is reproductively healthy. Okay, so therefore in a society, we can say that a reproductively healthy society consists of people having physically and functionally normal reproductive organs or structures, and normal emotional and behavioral interaction in all these sex-related aspects. So all those aspects has to be fulfilled by an individual to attain or to live a healthy reproductive life. Clear? Now, India was among the first countries in the world to initiate an action plan or programs to attain the total reproductive health. Yes, so therefore in 1951, India initiated the program called Family Planning Program. Here this was mainly initiated to attain the total reproductive health of an individual or a nation. After that, such programs was usually being implemented. So therefore, RCH, Reproductive Child Health Program, is one such program. It was launched after Family Planning Program to mainly fulfill or to attain the reproductive health of an individual or nation. Remember the abbreviation RCH, which usually comes under one mark, RCH, Reproductive and Child Health Care Program. So what are the major tasks of RCH? First task is to create awareness among the people, provide education to the people, make them aware about the various reproductive related aspects, physical, social, behavioral, give them education to make them aware. Number two, provide facility and supports for building up a reproductively healthy society. Yeah, so first one, task, give them education, make people aware of the aspects of reproductive life. And number two, provide facilities and support so that those individuals can attain a reproductively healthy society. So these are the major tasks of RCH. Next one. So how can we create awareness? How can we make the people educated related to sex or reproductive structure or life? First one. Use the technology, use the audiovisual aids, audiovisual media, use the print media. Alright, give the education to this print media through using audiovisual aids. Number two, the role of government and NGO is very important. The role of government means they have to implement the programs, they have to initiate the action plans, and NGOs, non-governmental organizations or agencies, they also should come forward in imparting and providing awareness among people related to sex education. Number third, how to make it aware. Parents, close relatives, friends, teachers can also play a major role in creating awareness among the people related to sex education or reproductive life. Clear? Next one. Problems related to reproductive health. So what are the problems which are related to reproductive health? Discuss through it. Okay, so I'll take them in the check of the book, so it will be easier for you to go through it. What one? Taboos. So in India there are different social issues, religious ethics, okay, we have got traditional ethics, society ethics, which we usually try to inhibit, try to stop the spreading of awareness, try to stop the spreading of education related to sex education among the people. This is called taboo. Okay, so there are different religious, traditions, society setup, it's always try to inhibit or not permit disseminations, spreading of knowledge about family planning and reproductive health to the children. Number two problem, early marriage. In many parts of India, once the children attain puberty, they are getting married. They are very young, they are getting married. That's also one of the problems. And once the kids will get married in the early age, they become the parents. So once they will get married in the early age, now they have become the parents at the very early age, which is also one of the problems. Once they are getting married at the early age, they are not able to focus on their career. Mainly the mother, the female, the lady, is not able to focus on this career, on her career, or on her studies. Clear? So she has to totally look after her children. So she will not be able to focus on her career. Alright? After becoming a mother. Teenage mother. The teenage mother may not be physically fit. And if the mother is not physically fit, at the same time, the child will also not be fit. She will not be able to give proper nourishment to the child also. Deformity means deformed structure. Now, if the mother is not physically fit, then the child, the baby is given birth, will be born with certain deformities, certain deformed structures. MMR and IMR. MMR means maternal mortality rate and IMR means infant mortality rate. We also call it death rate. Alright, so there is a higher chances of IMR and MMR. It's also one of the problems of reproductive health. Personal hygiene. The couples are not aware about the cleanliness or maintaining the proper hygiene conditions. Clear? As a result, they can be of very poor health conditions. They will be prone to harmful diseases because they are not able to maintain their hygienic conditions. Alright? They are not able to maintain the hygienic conditions of the reproductive structures. So they are really prone to harmful diseases. So the health of the ladies, if not taken in the proper way, if the case not taken in the proper way, then they will become very, very weak, anemic, lack of blood or lack of iron in the blood, and they are easy prey to the several harmful diseases. And next one, due to lack of education, alright, there will be a rapid growth in the human population, which is called population growth or population explosion. So these are the different problems which are related to reproductive health. Now, what are the strategies to overcome those problems? So how to deal with those problems? What are the different aspects? So what are the different ideas to mainly deal with those problems? So first strategy is family planning. So through the audio, video and other media, young couples will be imparted knowledge about the family planning. There must be given knowledge of having the advantage of smaller family, which is called family planning. Alright? The family planning centers can play a major role in maintaining reproductive health. So most important is that each and every individual in every couple must be given the knowledge of family planning. Alright? They must be given the knowledge of having the advantage of smaller family. Number two, general awareness about reproduction. So with the help of audio, aids, print media, primary health centers, government agencies, non-government agencies, the knowledge of reproduction must be given to the people. Sex education is very important. Mainly school you can say over here, proper sex education in schools can help in removing myths and misconceptions about sex-related aspects. It should also impart education about various sacred organs, reproductive organs, changes during generations, out of body sex and hygienic sex practices. So therefore, schools has to play an important role in imparting sex education to the students. Alright, they must be given knowledge about the problems related to sex or reproduction or restructures. Education must be given to them to remove the myths of sexual issues. Alright, they must be given knowledge about the various sexual problems, about knowledge of reproductive organs, and what are the changes that occurs in male and female after attaining puberty, which we have learned. So this type of education must be given to the students in the schools. Next one, birth control devices and the care of mother and child. So couples mainly in their eligible age must be given knowledge about the different types of birth control devices, which are mainly used to control the birth. And at the same time, they must be given aware or knowledge about the care of mother and the child at the time of pregnancy and after the pregnancy, also after the childhood. Also, such education must be given to the couples. They also called the postnatal means after birth care of the mother and the child. So such education must be imparted. Next one is STD, sexually transmitted disease. The knowledge of STD must be given to the individuals or to the eligible couples. Alright, so how to control the STD, like HIV/AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis. There are different types of STDs. So how those diseases can be controlled? So the knowledge has to be given to the people about the STD in order to live a healthy reproductive life. In next study we will talk in details afterwards. Alright. Population explosions is very important. We have to control the increasing human population, and this can be controlled only by imparting education. So knowledge must be given how to control the increasing human populations. Yeah. Next one, pregnancy. Now premarital sexual intercourse without having any contraceptions or without any birth control pills can lead to unwanted pregnancy. And in such cases, such a female can face humiliations, alright, disrespect, and they will suffer from self-esteem. In that case, they will go for illegal abortion where they will risk their life. So therefore, the adolescents needs to be well informed about the abstinence from the unprotected intercourse, sexual intercourse, use of contraceptives in order to prevent pregnancy, and family planning programs. So this particular knowledge has to be given to the young couples. Next strategy, information about reproduction-related problems. So successful action plans to attain the reproductive health need good infrastructural facilities, professional expert knowledge, and material support. So these are needed to solve problems of infertility. So proper infrastructure has to be there. Alright. Professional suggestion, expert suggestion has to be there in order to solve the problems of infertility. Those couples who are not able to give birth to the young ones. Pregnancy knowledge, contraception knowledge, abortions, and STD. So this particular information has to be given to the young couples. Ban fetal sex determinations to identify whether the sex of the fetus is male or female. That is called fetal sex determinations. And the sex determination of the fetus has to be totally stopped. So here you can see one of the technique called amniocentesis. Amniocentesis is one of the techniques to determine whether the developing fetus has any sort of genetic disorder or not. Yeah, it was mainly used to detect the genetic disorder in developing fetus. Clear? But at the same time, this technique was also used illegally to identify the sex of the fetus, whether it was male or female. If the fetus used to be female, then they used to go for female feticides. Now in this technique, mainly the amniotic fluids will be taken in a very small amount and the chromosomal patterns will be observed, which will help us in identifying the genetic disorder in the fetus. But this is also helping in identifying the sex of the fetus, which is leading to female feticide. So therefore, this technique has also been totally banned. Okay, so ban on fetal sex determination has to be there. Next one, knowledge of social evils related to sex, awareness about harmful social and physical effects of sex abuses and sex-related crimes, and use of drugs, alcohol, and tobacco is also required. So this part of education also will be given to the young couples. Marriageable age, boys must be 21 and girls must be 18 years. Okay, this is the marriageable age for the young ones. Research on various reproduction-related areas in being encouraged and supported by governmental and non-governmental agencies to find new methods and also to improve the existing ones. So research is going on to improve the technologies, to improve the, or to come with new ideas, innovation to improve the healthy reproductive life of the individuals, organizations. Now currently over here we know the word surgery, very important, okay, it's really common. Surgery is an oral contraceptive for the female, which is mainly used to prevent the unwanted pregnancies. Okay, now let's see the governmental efforts to solve the reproductive health problems. Now, how are they usually coming forward to solve the reproductive health issues? First one, they are coming with the action plans. They are implementing the programs. Alright, so what are the action plans for those programs? First one is MCH, and remember, maternity and child health and family planning programs. Family planning programs, universal immunization program. These are action plans taken by the government. Government of India has established 5,000 community development blocks since 1958. Each block has a primary health center and there are sub-centers which provide basic health care to persons of its center or block. So these are the action plans which have been taken by the government to solve the reproductive health problems. Clear? So let me go through it. Now, let's see the next slides about the MCH and family plannings. Okay, objectives. What are the goals? So maternity and child health care family planning programs. Let's see. PHC, primary health centers, their roles. Okay. So what are the main major roles? So first of all, health center provides necessary information, guidance, assistance to the mother before and after the delivery so that she can take care of herself and her infant. So proper knowledge and awareness, alright, proper information about guidance, assistance, help to the mother, alright, during pregnancy and after parturition, after delivery of the birth is being given to the mother so that she can take care of herself and her child or the infant. Number 2, abnormal conditions and pregnancy-related diseases are detected early and treated suitably at the health centers. Clear? So whatever types of complications can be there during pregnancy, it can be handled by the health centers. Health centers ensure safe delivery, postnatal care of infant after birth. They have trained midwives and qualified doctors for this purpose. There are also health centers. Health centers take up programs such as immunizations of infants to provide immunity. We will call vaccinations. Alright, so vaccination is done by the health centers and vaccination will lead to immunization. Smallpox, okay, tuberculosis, inoculation against diphtheria, tetanus, whooping cough. WHO runs universal immunization program for immunizing infants and children world over. In India, this program was launched in 1985. So immunization, vaccinations, these are the programs which is done under the primary health centers. Next one. Health centers train midwives for safe delivery and proper handling of infants. Health centers also educate young mothers about proper feeding and care of the infant, about benefits of small families and the gap between the two pregnancies. So all these roles is taken up by the primary health centers. Very, very easy. So I will go through it. Clear? The last one, we talk about the role of the father in sex determination. Alright, so we'll focus on it. Look over here. You mentioned that females are homogametic, males are heterogametic. Now, why do we call females as homogametic? Because the sex chromosome of female is XX. Clear? So, both the chromosomes are similar in case of females, so females are homogametic, whereas males are heterogametic because the sex chromosomes of males are X and Y. So here you can see the two different types of sex chromosomes, X and Y, therefore the males are heterogametic. Now how does the father is responsible for the child's sex? Look over here. So human beings are bisexual, they have one mother also, just like we mother with double X chromosomes and the male parent with X and Y chromosomes. Clear? Now, since females are homogametic, therefore the ova or the egg, it will always bear the X chromosome, whereas the male parent, alright, which will produce the sperm, male gamete, will contain X chromosomes and Y chromosomes. So ova will always contain or will always carry the X chromosomes, and the sperm will carry X chromosome and the Y chromosome. Now, therefore, the sex of the child depends on what type of sperms will fuse with the egg. Clear? So, if the sperm bearing X chromosome will fuse with the ova, then the resulting sex will be a female. One more time. If the sperm bearing X chromosome, remember this is sperm, male gamete, okay, and this ova, the female gamete. So, if the sperm bearing X chromosome will fuse with the ova bearing X chromosome, ova is carry X, so it will be female. And if the sperm bearing Y chromosome will fuse with the ova, then the resulting sex will be a male. Clear? So therefore, it is the type of the sperm carrying a particular chromosomes which will fuse with the ova that will determine the sex of the child. Clear? So therefore, sex determination of sex of the child, male or female, determined by the type of the sperm that will fuse with the ova. So first, the important role in sex determination of the child is not the mother. Usually the male parent that will play an important role in providing a particular sex to the child. Clear? And from your book, I will also deal with the mother's role in the family. Clear? Now we'll discuss other topics in the next class. Yeah, so kindly go through the topics what we have done today. Clear? Any confusion, specifically ask me. So see you in next class. Thank you.